And welcome to Lake TV's Community Spotlight Show, brought to you by the great folks at COMC, Central Ozarks Medical Center, where your health is their mission. As you know, we've got a new guest on the show every week, somebody we think is pretty important for the community. And this week, we are joined by Mary Albers, who is a big part of LANI, right? The Lake Area Needs Initiative. So
Yes.
How's Mary Albers today?
I'm fine. I'm excited to be here. Thank you.
You bet. Thanks for coming. So LANI is a very important part of the community and helping out folks who need some help. So tell us what it is. What is LANI? What do you guys do?
Well, what we try to focus on is connecting partners in the lake area to meet some needs that we feel like are critical to some people. What we don't want to do is enable people to stay in their situation. So sometimes people don't have family to help when they're down, and so a big part of what we do is like car repairs, that type of thing, so people can get to work. Another big part of our funds go to utility bills, and a lot of times it's, we're looking at kids. We want them to be able to live in the home with their parents and have heat in the winter type of thing. So those type of important issues.
Really grassroots. It gets down to the brass tacks of paying bills and getting your car being able to run.
Right. And so we try to connect and get deals with different organizations to help us so that the people are getting a deal on their repairs. And then also we try to help them possibly connect them with people looking for jobs or helpers or whatever, get people working, that type of thing, so that we're not going to be helping every month. We give people a little shot to help them in their situation, but it's not an organization that's taking on the same case every time. We don't do that.
So did you start this?
No,
how long has it been around?
Bob Robinson started it, and I don't know if you know Bob. I know he had Larry's on the Lake years ago, and he's a real estate agent now. And I want to say it's been about 5 years ago, but I'm not 100% sure if that's the right amount of years. But anyway, Judy Crawford, she is a social worker, and she is probably the most involved with the group. Her phone rings constantly, and she's helping people all the time.
She's a saint.
She is.
Absolutely.
She is.
So you are a Missouri girl. I think you grew up kind of in the St. Louis area, and then you moved here like in the 7th grade, right?
I did. It was in the middle of 7th grade, and it was quite the change because back in those days, there wasn't a Walmart, there wasn't a McDonald's, there were some grocery stores and bars here, and we went to Eldon to buy our shoes because there was a shoe store in Eldon and a few other stores there. But yeah, it was a different place and a big change from the suburbs of the North County, St. Louis.
A lot of gravel roads and still kind of very country-ish, even not that long ago. And it's funny, I was reading through your bio and I just loved the part where you were a bar hop at the old Frost Top
It's a car hop,
not a bar
hop.
Or bar hop, car hop.
But yes, and the first time I put a tray on the window of someone's car, the lady that worked behind the counter, she said, "Now, do you know how to do this?" And I looked at the tray and the little things. I'm like, sure, I can do this. I carried it, put it on there. The mugs tipped over in the person's lap or whatever. But I figured it out after that. But it was fun. I had a girlfriend from St. Louis come one summer and work with me because we started that. I was 13, so I have worked since I was 13.
So you weren't serving drinks at 13?
No, I was.
Car hop.
Yes, it was hamburgers.
And that was the old near the old hillbilly town there in Osage Beach, which. I mean, you see little vestiges of it, that are still there, but it's not still there. Those memories have to be pretty cool.
They are, and it's almost like the good old days because, when you're a teenager, you don't realize how carefree life is. But it was fun, and I met a lot of people over those years, and it was good, clean fun at Hillbilly Town. It had the big slide and, go-karts and putt-putt and stuff like that. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, it was fun.
The good old days of the Lake of the Ozarks. It's amazing. So we are talking with Mary Albers, LANI, Lake Area Needs Initiative, and what you guys do. So LANI is really important to you. You're a board member. It takes time and effort. Why is this special to you?
Well, I have a heart for people, and before I joined LANI, my sister and I seem to always meet people that need help all the time. And so it's something that I've probably done most of my life, just not in an organized way. So it's kind of nice to have a group of people that talk about the needs and decide on things. And it's just been exciting for both my sister and I to be involved in it.
That's cool, and a good reason for you and your sister to hang out and do some stuff together. Okay, so she's Mary Albers. We're talking about LANI, the Lake Area Needs Initiative, so we'll have more on all of that here on the Spotlight Show right after this. What is COMC? A health center where everyone has access to high-quality, affordable medical, dental, and behavioral health care, regardless of insurance or ability to pay. Offering primary care, preventative, chronic, pediatrics, and OBGYN. COMC even offers comprehensive dental and same-day emergency care. A health center that focuses on every aspect of your health. Everything your family needs to stay healthy. At COMC, your health is our mission. If it's happening at the lake, it's happening on Lake TV. From the polar plunge to festivals, parades, aquapalooza, and boat shows, Lake TV has it all. Even the granddaddy of them all, the shootouts. If you're looking for places to party, things to do, or even a new home to move into, you've gotta love Lake TV.
It's the lake's premier family-friendly destination for visitors and locals alike. Captain Ron's. Take in our relaxing sand beach and the lake's best live entertainment schedule. Check out our incredible updated menu for 2022 and grab a drink outside at our Tiki Bar, the home of the annual Lake of the Ozarks Shootout and Aquapalooza. Captain Ron's. With new management and extended hours, come down to Captain Ron's in Sunrise Beach at 34.5-mile marker by boat or Lake Road 550 by car.
Welcome back to Lake TV's Community Spotlight Show, brought to you by COMC, Central Ozarks Medical Center, where your health is their mission. We're talking with Mary Albers from LANI, Lake Area Needs Initiative, and all the good LANI does for the community. Now, you're actually a real estate agent, Lake of the Ozarks. That is one good business to be in these days. Things have really exploded the last few years in real estate.
It's been busy, of course. It's funny, there's new real estate agents every day now, of course.
Yeah.
And the real estate market has been exciting. It's been great. But you know, it's a very difficult business. It's there's changes all the time, and nowadays, with few properties on the market, there's just not a lot to sell.
Yeah.
So I was running numbers real quick before I came because I thought, oh, he's going to ask me, and our quarterly numbers haven't come in yet because people are still closing out from the end of March, just a few things. But the overall sales are down just a little bit this first quarter compared to last year's first quarter. Because of inventory.
That's it. You know, just you only have so much to sell, and so much is sold the last few years. So there's been this explosive growth at the Lake of the Ozarks and the lake community for the last couple of years. Does that mean the needs, like that LANI helps out, has that grown too? Has that become a bigger need?
It has become a bigger need. I think there's a housing shortage issue in all areas now, actually. And so people are looking for a place to rent. And we've noticed that owners of homes that have rented for years, now that their property values have gone up, they want to sell, they want to cash out. And so then the rental inventory dwindles even more. So we get calls a lot for people just needing a place to rent And I don't want to say it's impossible, but it's very, very difficult to find a rental. People are on waiting lists, and they even pay to be on waiting lists.
Isn't that amazing?
It is. It is.
Wow. But it also says a lot about the Lake of the Ozarks and how much people want to come here and either as a visitor or to live. So LANI, you guys are very unique kind of in the way you work because you try to mesh nonprofits and for-profits to work together to help those in need. Is that an easy thing to do? Is that a hard thing to do? How does that work?
Well, we do have some generous supporters. Big Thunder has been our largest supporter so far. I want to say that this last year he gave $10,000.
Wow.
I think that we had $10,000 from him the year before, if I'm not mistaken. But you know how it is with money. You always need more of it. And
Yep.
so there's always an ongoing need. And we are looking for partners. So if anybody does want to get involved, they can either call me. My phone number is 573-216-2139. Judy Crawford, her phone number is 573-480-1221. And we can get you on board.
Okay, and it's one of those things where you can use businesses like Big Thunder. If they want to contribute and help this out, you can use that. And from the nonprofit side, you can probably use partners from the nonprofit and just volunteers to help, right?
Right, right. And also, if they give services like a car repair shop or something like that, we are a 501(c), so they can get a deduction for their contributions.
Nice. Okay. So back to a personal note, you've been a pretty accomplished scuba diver over your life, right? Do you still scuba, or do you not have time for that anymore?
You know, I've been working so much, it seems like when I go on vacation, I want to rest.
Yeah.
But I was just talking to a friend of mine, and I said, okay, it's time for us to get back into scuba diving on our vacations again. But yes, I do love to scuba dive.
You know, I've never scubaed, but I have snorkeled, and just that underneath the water is a whole different world, isn't it? I mean, it's beautiful under there.
And people can't talk under there, so you can't answer your phone. You can just have the quietness of it. But yeah, the scuba trips, it's fun to scuba dive, but part of it is just the camaraderie with the people that you go with as well. It's fun.
Absolutely. And you and your son just made a big business venture. You bought a marina.
We did. We bought a small marina on the North Shore, Aqua Moon.
Yeah.
My son has a boat dock repair company, and it's called U.S. Boat Docks, and he didn't have a waterfront location, and I had been looking for about a year, couldn't find a piece of property, so we decided to go ahead and bite the bullet on that one, and we have boat slip rental and a vacation home rental there and some other little houses and a place for him to put his work boats, and we sell gas and have a little store, that kind of thing.
Sounds
So we're just
cool.
just starting that.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping my son and his family handle that by themselves okay.
You're busy enough, right?
I am.
Well, that's cool. That sounds like a fun little business, actually, especially right there on the water. Okay, so we're running short on time here. LANI, you guys help out the community. It's a meshing between for-profits and nonprofits to help people. Are you looking for volunteers? Could you use volunteers?
We do need volunteers. We really do. It's the more people we can get involved in this organization, the stronger we will become.
Yeah.
But yes, we struggle to keep people involved.
If somebody wants to volunteer real quickly, how do they find you?
Well, if they would call me or get a hold of Judy, we meet on Thursdays, typically the third Thursday of the month at the Beam, and they're down off the Strip, and if they want to show up, that'd be great. You don't have to be a member to be involved in the organization. You can come, get your feet wet a little bit, and just do a little help on the side would be great.
Excellent. Okay, so there you go. That's Mary Albers. Thank you for coming down.
Thanks
and
for
now we
having
know
me.
so much more about LANI, Lake Area Needs Initiative. So thanks for coming. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And thank you for joining us for Lake TV's Community Spotlight Show.